Welcome to Casa de Squatch. I'm your host, Mark.squatch. So, a lot of you guys have never been here before, obviously. I just got this new house. This is my new shop. So, you know me, I'm Casey's brother, Mark. You've seen at least this car before. This is my 2000 Impreza RS. It is currently 06 WRX swapped. It's got a 330 horsepower EJ25 in it with the 06 WRX brakes and a 5-speed. Basically what this video is going to be is kind of like I just got a new shop tour. At the same time, I kind of want to introduce some of my projects that I'm going to be having on Casey's channel and possibly a channel of my own in the future. So, like I said, this is my 2000 Impreza RS. I actually have everything now to do a 6-speed swap. So you guys are going to see that, how to do a 6-speed swap on a 2000 Impreza RS. I have everything here from a 2006 STI. So I've got the 6-speed, I've got the Brembos, I've got the knuckles. We're doing a full conversion. So this is phase 2 for the GC8 build. You guys already saw phase 1. If you haven't, go back and see that because we did the whole tubular rear subframe with all the lower control arms from TSS Fab. Again, thank you TSS Fab for that. That is amazing. The whole story behind this car, the reason we're doing the 6-speed swap, so Casey and I did the whole rear end swap and we did the whole tubular control arms, tubular subframe. I took it to Les Schwab to get a quick alignment. As I pulled out of the alignment shop, the transmission went out. So I had to find a new transmission, and if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. Go ahead and get the whole 6-speed swap, and we'll get that knocked out.
And it is a monster.
It is a monster. So we'll have the full Brembos, the whole 9 yards. It'll be manual brakes, so you guys will be able to see how the STI Brembos do with that clutch, like the master cylinder delete kit and the whole brake booster and everything like that. So it's all manual brakes now. So you guys will be able to see how that feels with the STI brakes compared to the WRX red pot 4-pot brakes. Yeah,
just I mean,
guys there.
Oh my gosh.
I've got the R180 diff here. I've got the drive shaft, another T-bar there. So I'm not going to use. I've got everything. I've got
all sorts of stuff.
This is a stage 3 competition clutch right here. Fortunato coilover conversions. These are the bottom halves. So the WRX and the STI coilovers are a little bit different. So you need to get these in order to make it work. And it's just for the front. You can actually order them directly from Fortunato, like $100. So on top of that, you want to come around this side here, we've got JZ content possibly in the future. I'd like to start making this engine assembled. I've got a 1J head here and a 2J bottom end down on the bottom here. I've got the stock crank, but I have forged pistons, forged connecting rods, HKS cams, like the whole 9 yards, man.
Like to build a real...
It's going to be a real nice long block. I still don't have a turbo manifold. I don't have a turbo, but we'll get that stuff in the future. I also have drop spindles for my,
oh my goodness,
67 C10, so that's a 2.5-inch drop spindle.
That's rad. That's a rad
yeah.
truck. That truck has been in the family for a long time, so that's going to be pretty near and dear to me.
It will. And then Casey and I are going to do tandem burnouts for you guys in my 67 C10 and his big block GMC. I guess the major elephant in this room is this car. This is my 93 right-hand drive FD RX-7. So if you guys like the JDM content, that 2J may end up, or it'll be a 1.5 JZ that may end up going in this car. If it does, it's going to have about 700 horsepower because I can't control myself.
And a roll cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be OD green. It's not going to look like a military truck, right?
Nope.
But it's also probably not going to be robin egg blue.
That's just edge primer, and then obviously I got multicolored body panels from a few different cars. I had some JDM half-cut parts that I had found across the world. So this here, it used to be a left-hand drive touring model, and it has been converted to a right-hand drive R1 model. So they grafted an R1 roof on, they swapped the whole firewall, put in the right-hand drive steering rack, and all the good stuff on that. So that one may end up getting the 2J, but it may end up getting a VQ37 out of a G30, sorry, 370Z. So may end up going that route and go like a nice big NA build, 400 horse NA, something like that. So if you come around this side, this is my new Eastwood shrinker stretcher. I'm real proud of this one.
Finally, we've talked about buying so many Eastwood tools, and now we're actually.
Yeah, we've talked about it. This is the new shrinker stretcher. The reason I bought this is because I got actually a couple of cars that need metal work. One being the 67 C10, one being my 72 Datsun B110, which you guys have seen in the background of Casey's videos. I also have this car needs some metal work, and I actually just bought my wife a 1967 Mini Cooper.
And we'll put the picture in right
here.
now.
So it's a 1967 Mini Cooper S. It's a Mark 1. It's actually, when we got the heritage certificate, it actually came back as a 1963 build date. So I think technically it's a 63, but it's titled as 67. It needs a ton of metal work, but I've got a ton of that stuff already, and I've got more on the way. So we'll be doing a full restoration on that car. You guys will see all the bright work and everything. It's all brand new. So you guys, if you guys want to see that content, comment down below, and you guys will be able to see that through Casey's channel or possibly my own. We're going to document a lot of it, so just stay tuned for that. So if you guys come over here, I've got a ton of parts for my 280Z. You guys have seen some of the overhaul videos on my 76 280Z. I've got a full bushing kit, so we can replace every bushing in the entire chassis. I've got new eyeblock lowering springs. I've got a fuel rail for that, so we're going to convert it from the factory fuel rail, which is a big S thing. They like to get heat soaked. We're going to get rid of that crap, and we're going to put in a new billet fuel rail. It's Paul Knit. It's really nice. And we're also going to put in a new fuel pressure regulator and an adjustable one, and we're going to put in a fuel gauge. We're also going to do a header in the future and a new exhaust on that car, new motor mounts on that car. I've got brand new KYB shocks in the bottom here and a new XED clutch, as long as all of the clutch and brake hydraulics. So we're going to do new clutch master, clutch slave cylinder, brake master cylinder. We're going to do braided brake lines, the whole 9 yards. So if you guys like the Datsun content, comment down below.
Yeah.
You guys will see that coming. So over here, my welder is not currently here because my father-in-law is using it for a lot of his side projects and stuff. He's been a body man for 35 years, and he's really, really good at what he does. He's going to be helping me out and Casey out, hopefully, with
You'll
a lot of the
probably
projects
see him here and there in the Mini Cooper videos, of course.
Yeah. So this is my welding card. I've got a drill press. I'm getting rid of a couple of toolboxes and here in the near future, and consolidating everything into a big roll-around cart so I can do some, nice metal work on this side of the shop. And we'll get this car finished, get that car finished, start working on the crap in the back, and it's going to be great. You guys are going to have a lot of fun, I think, hopefully.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do, and I think one of the really important takeaways on this whole thing is that a lot of people you see on the interwebs that like building these cars, they build them, and they, they drive them like pretty, they cruise them or whatever, but this guy is known for breaking stuff.
I break stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta bulletproof it to the best I can.
Yeah.
Because I break stuff.
Yeah, which means that you guys will get to see these vehicles not only built essentially from the ground up and built into a really, really impressive, final piece, but you'll get to see them thrashed on channel as well.
Yeah,
so.
I can put a really sweet picture of Goku in like Super Saiyan 8, right? Like God level.
Right. Yeah.
That's what these cars eventually are going to be.
Yes, because really just can't build them mild.
No, I don't know how.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't know how. You get the credit card out and you just start dishing out cash. And you can't afford it. You start getting stressed. So you buy more parts because that's the only thing that feels good. then you just start crying to yourself, and your brother comes over and he starts crying because he's in the same boat. Because
I did this yesterday.
we're broke.
Oh God. Yeah, but look. You have a GC8 and FD RX-7.
Yeah, I mean, if this was initial D, I've got the two, a couple of the best cars in the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the initial D wasn't a game, obviously,
right?
But
they did actually make a game. Shout out whoever made that 3D initial D racing sim thing.
Oh, phenomenal!
Yeah,
phenomenal.
dude, I played at a game where.
I would be proud. Okay, I've got the blue GC8 right here.
Right, booyah.
Yeah. Keisuke Takahashi, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Yeah, eventually, someday. I know I've had this car for like 6 years now, and it's been basically
but it's going
for a while. But it's going to be freaking sweet,
right.
all right?
It looks like a sport wagon. It's going to be a masterpiece. That's what it is. Yeah.
It will. It will.
Yeah.
And if you guys are wondering, like, how is a VQ37 going to fit in this car? Because I'm sure you guys are like, what? You guys are going to put a VQ and an FD?
Right.
It does fit. It does fit. I'll prove it to you right now. It's a little bit unfinished, obviously, because this is just sitting here. This is what a VQ looks like just sitting in the engine bay. So everything is behind the power steering rack. So the whole thought behind this car here is that, you know, if I do the VQ37, it's only 3 cylinders long. It only weighs 20 pounds more than the rotary turbo. It has almost 100 more horsepower and 100 more foot-pounds of torque than the rotary ever had, and that's NA, stock. So I can use the stock VQ37 engine with the stock CDO9 transmission and run the stock torque and rear end out of the FD, keep the weight balance exactly the way it is, have an extra 100 horsepower reliably. Basically keep it like a stock VQ, it'd be great, I think. So that's what that looks like in there.
Yeah, and if you don't think that's a smart idea, then, I mean, we might not agree on a whole lot of stuff. I'm just saying. Like, as far as actually functionality and like cost of it makes so much sense to do that.
Yeah, but, so I'll get a RX-7 and we'll just go from there.
Booyah. Yeah.
So with that, I want to take you guys inside. We'll look at some of the other parts that I've got for this car, as well as the Mini Cooper, and I'll show you just kind of stuff we got going on with that. So come on in.
Oh, dogs. What are you doing, Gizmo? What are you doing? Koa.
This is my cow and my porpoise.
Honestly, though, clearly a cow, but absolute dolphin, baby. God, Gizmo. Anyways. Dun, dun.
Anyway, so here's the elephant in this room. I've got a pair of brand new Sparko Pro 2000s that are going to go in the RS. So that'll accompany the new 6-speed swap. I feel like that will really, that's going to be the real knife edge. That's where we're going. I mean, race car, full-blown race car.
Yes, finally, yes.
So
it was inevitable.
It is inevitable. These are 2006 STI BBS wheels. I've had them powder coated in gloss black. I've got new Sparko sliders and planted seat rails for these seats. We've got, yeah, Gizmo, that's pretty sweet, huh?
Oh man, yeah, he's good. He's a good one.
So I've got these here. This is a big brake kit for the Mini. 7.5-inch rotors everywhere.
Oh, put you on your face.
Dang, 4 pots. They're billet, beautiful black billet brakes.
That's actually really cool.
You're gonna like it. It's gonna be really cool. This is a whole box of things. We got mirrors and all sorts of chrome and bright work in there. This is the creme de la creme, ladies and gents. This right here.
It's the cream of the corn, dude.
Haven't even looked at it. Holy crap, this is beautiful. So this, if any of you Subaru people are watching this video, this is the iWire DCCD controller, okay? We've got our indication light that tells you, you know, if it's on. We've got the whole thing. This actually drives your center differential for your Subaru. So this is a full plug and play wiring harness. Just clips together, and it'll convert it from the 5-speed to the 6-speed transmission. I'll have a roller knob on the inside of the car so I can adjust front and rear bias. It actually uses all of the stock switches for the STI. So you guys are gonna see that in a future episode when we do this whole installation. God, this is beautiful.
Well, it's really, it's even more so beautiful because when you know what it truly entails.
Oh yeah.
Because this is more than just wires. This means that.
Right, this is way smarter than the Subaru DCCD controller, the factory one. So this one here is going to allow me to do a lot of really cool things that, you know, wouldn't normally be able to happen in an STI. Definitely not going to happen in a WRX. So now that we're taking it to the next level, taking it to that race car level, taking it to that STI level.
Yeah,
really stoked.
Yeah, get some Colin McRae energy into this thing.
Whew. You guys have seen some of it, hopefully. If you guys have seen some of the autocross videos where I've been, you know, drifting it in the rain and stuff. Yeah, so this is what I've got. And you guys are seeing a lot of this in the future. A lot of this in the future. I'm going to have Casey come over. We'll do some stuff at his house. We'll do some stuff at my house. Like I said, there'll be Mini content if you guys want to see that. Metalworking content. We're going to do, you know, floor pans in the Mini. We're going to replace a lot of metal in the Mini. They like to rust. So we've got all new drip rails down here. We've got some roof patch panels and stuff. So you guys, if you want to see it, like I said, make a comment in the bottom of this video right here, right now. Tell us what you want to see. JDM content, you want to see some classic Mini Cooper content, you want to see, you know, the RS content, the Datsun content, you want to see more 67 content, let me know. I'm here for it. We're gonna do it together. It's gonna be great.
What you need to do.
You guys are even gonna see some tractor content. I bought a tractor because I'm an idiot, right?
Yeah.
I bought a twin turbo F-150 as well. You guys might not have seen that one yet to tow the tractor.
That
But
is going to be outstanding.
I'm planning on some things with the F-150. That's going to be way down the road in the future because I have no money to do anything to the F-150 because I can't control myself, obviously. So you guys will see that. But yeah, we're going to bring the tractor over to Casey's house. We'll do some grade work, make some more room for some more cars, clean some things up. It's going to be amazing.
Right. Also, because he got a tractor, I started looking at tractors, so I'm going to buy a vintage tractor, and you guys are going to see that too. Oh, God. Who needs a savings account?
I don't need one even a little bit.
Not even a little.
There's stuff like this out there, and if you're a car guy, like,
Yeah.
it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
So, if you guys have related to this in any way, shape, or form, please subscribe, do the bell icon thing, but mainly follow him. He's going to have updates on a lot of this stuff all the time.
Yep, I'm Mark.squatch on Instagram. Casey will put that hopefully maybe here.
It'll be a
maybe
clip
here,
of your
maybe over
Subaru,
here or
actually.
something.
It'll be a clip of the one on the side of your GC8.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. You know, there's tons of it.
Tons of it.
Stay tuned, everybody. Y'all have a good night.